Leo, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. Like always, these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may or may not resonate, so take what resonates, leave it does not. And if it does not resonate at all, perfectly normal, check your other placements, you will find yourself in there somewhere. What is going on, please, for that Leo collective? Show me, Leo, please. Show me, Leo. Interesting. How about them Cowboys? It's funny. Being from Texas, people ask me that, who don't live in Texas, and I'll be like, I'm sure they're great. I'm pretty sure. So, you don't support the Cowboys? Why? Because I'm from Texas? Yeah. Do you also think I take a horse to work? I don't know. No. I don't know why I said that. Just felt like saying, how about them Cowboys, Leo? I don't know. What's going on? What's going on, please? Ten of Cups. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. Okay. Going through some pause and reflection time, but steady. Okay? Not bad. Justice. Six of Swords. Leaving something behind. Queen of Pentacles, but it's in your best interest. I have to agree. It looks like a calm, peaceful transition now. When I clarify, I might see a bunch of but for now, it's looking like this is in my best interest, and it's a very calm conclusion. And I think it's based on what I'm seeing up here on your top line. The Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. It's like saying I'm not in a rush, but I am kind of thinking about something. And you seem to have a good emotional support system surrounding you. These are people within your close circle, what we would call family and friends. It could be spousal, kids, you name it. Okay, we have some reflection here. Justice, sense of balance, fairness. You conclude not so much. Six of Swords, it's peaceful though. You took a look around at something and said, this is not fair. And you feel good about your decision. So what that fairness is, I don't know. It could be something very, very small or something very, very large. I just know that in your mind and what you've concluded said, this gig is not rocking me. It's not balanced either. Okay, let's take a look. So long as you're comfortable with the decision and you understand it to be a good reflection of you, where you're at, and based on your best decision making, there you go. Okay. Otherwise, I mean, again, it looks so calm. It's a reasonable conclusion. It has a reasonable follow-up action attached to it. Ten of Cups, show me that Ten of Cups. 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 Oh, you get back over there. All right, everybody show me Ace of Pentacles, which is beautiful. King of Cups, Eight of Swords. Okay. You seem to be spending more time with family and friends, and that's never a bad thing, right? It's a good investment. You know this, Ace of Pentacles. But when it comes to your personal sense of heart space, you feel a little detached. Not to say it's not there, of course not. You can't have a King, Queen of Cups and not have a big heart space, but you're saying there's some things in this particular dynamic you don't always feel inclined towards. Let's see what's going on there. And that's something that you're thinking about. But yeah, overall, you're a Leo who has that disposition. It's a good one. It's a healthy one, that your investment should always be those who surround you, taking care of those who need to be taken care of, and you're part of that too. But when it comes to your own personal sense of heart space, there seems to be a little bit of absenteeism in what otherwise would be a full heart. Let's see what's going on there. It's nothing too egregious. Show me that Knight of Pentacles, please. It's kind of like saying, I'm not feeling this, and I don't know what that is. Let's see that Knight of Pentacles, please. Four Swords. Restoration, the Magician. You want to figure it out, and it is bothering you quite a bit, but you admit it to yourself, so that devil's not shocking me at all. It's something that it looks like this is something you've been meaning to take a look at. So that tells me it's a little bit planned. It's kind of like a planned retreat. There's something within you that you want to address. You've been meaning to get to it. Now's that time. And you're going to take your time with it. You just told me, I'm going to take my time with this. Because that devil's coming across as bothersome as opposed to really problematic. Big difference here. The energy surrounding it suggests, I know what this issue is, and I need to think about it. So I see you addressing your devil. So good for you. I wish more people could do that, because you're showing me the proper method of approach. I'm aware of this issue. I don't deny it. It would be foolish. It's been with me. I've been wanting to work on it, and now I'm making space. You're literally making space to deal with this issue. So good for you. I love this. I wish more people showed me this. A calmness, non-denial. This has been bothering me. I need to give this some time. And by that, you give yourself time to understand what this is. And you, like I said, you're not unaware of it. Something's been hitting kind of hollow in your heart, and what otherwise is a beautiful full heart, yeah? Otherwise, you're doing the right things. You're in the good energy of proximity. This is what's around me, and I invest in it. Cool. But now I see you taking time for you to turn around and look at an issue. Again, it looks more bothersome than anything else. All right? Let's see that Hanged Man. You're getting insight, and I see you making a decision. Excellent. Excellent. You're telling me you're more of a developed Leo. That's what you do, honey. You are fixed fire, you know? And a developed Leo is like, this is what's going on. We're going to assess it. I'll take care of it. You know? That's great. Let's see that Hanged Man, please. What are we getting perspective on? The Nine of Wands, resistance, there it is. There it is, that Ten of Cups. I was ready to say, I know it's going back to this, the Ten of Cups construct. You have come to understand in your withdrawal, in the effort to understand your devil, you've really taken some good time out for you. Again, I cannot emphasize this enough. Congratulations. You don't just, wherever you have a devil, you're like, I'm planning to make room for it so I can understand it. And so you are. Again, huge congratulations. That's wonderful. You're someone who practices self-confrontation, and that's beautiful. Again, I wish more people did, so that's wonderful. I cannot emphasize that enough, Leo. Thank you. Thank you for being a good example. But yeah, Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles. There's this idea here floating around in your Ten of Cups. Whatever it is I'm experiencing here and my sense of absence from it, is this a good reflection of me if I participate in it? Supporting this part of it? Am I helping my overall network here of emotional availability? And that includes myself. So you're questioning your participation in something at the emotional level that doesn't just affect you, but possibly a couple other folks. And you want to know where that blockage is coming from. You seem to have come up with an answer. Okay, so you've done your due work. It's interesting here. You went from a King of Cups who's kind of a little absent to a King of Pentacles and saying this is more of a reflection of my sense of self-worth, and I'm thinking about that. Why do I block some of this dynamic? Or why do I feel like I shouldn't be participating in some of it? Why do I feel like I shouldn't be giving to it? And why do I feel like I shouldn't be receiving from it? It's all going back and forth, and it's excellent stuff. Not easy. It's kind of a swirl pot, but it's one that you are dedicated to understanding. So again, good for you. It's something to do with what you're receiving and how you are contributing to a dynamic that's already pre-existing. So again, this could be family-oriented, friend, spousal, not quite sure, but the idea is that I'm going to fix it because I don't like feeling absent in it. It's mine, and I know it's mine, and I need to look at my part. So you are showing me a huge emphasis on what is my part in this. How am I giving? How am I receiving? And we take a good time out to look at this. Very good. Very good. I love this. This is great. That shows me active growth, active participation, and active learning. Wonderful. Show me justice. And the Six of Swords, and you have come to a conclusion. Some of you have some really strong earth in your chart in terms of practicality and reliability and resourcefulness. Justice. Show me that justice, please. I want to see what it is you have deemed to be not fair. And you are just kind of drifting away from it, if you will. Bare minimum, not participating. All right, let's see that justice, please. Three of Wands, Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups is in reverse. My decks typically are not in the downright. They don't need to be. That's one of the advantages to using multiple decks, but we'll take that as it is because it still kind of gets to the point, doesn't it? Three of Wands, Knight of Swords, and Knight of Cups. There is a sense of justice here, or rather, injustice. Okay? You're telling me something here is not fair. That somebody somewhere is failing to take action for the right reasons within a larger construct that is your Ten of Cups. You seem to understand that this is the root of the issue and why you feel like you don't know if you want to participate in this. Somebody in this dynamic you're evaluating, I don't know if it's necessarily you, I think it's a reflection of what you've been dealing with. They're taking too long to take any sort of action, and they're failing to communicate why. And you're kind of going back and forth. How have I aided or abetted this? What has been my role in it? Have I contributed to this? Because you yourself are kind of emotionally withdrawn from this, but you also examine your own role in it. And you've kind of concluded, maybe it's not me so much, and that's not coming from a place of arrogance, but I do think you're kind of concluding, I don't know that it's me so much, but that situation or person's lack of responsibility to take action towards something, and it's not my place to do it. See what I'm saying? You're attributing this waiting and lack of action to someone else. And it's like it's not my role to interfere or do it for them. However, I feel bad because I'm not helping fix the situation. Or I've been putting up with this too long, and have I contributed to this unintentionally? See what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like there's a situation that you have deemed is unfair. It's like they keep saying they're going to take action and they won't. And I don't believe what they're feeling here because they're not taking action or expressing themselves very well, but it's also not my place to do this for them. However, I can see how my being on standby hasn't helped this situation. Maybe I should have been more involved instead of less. Maybe I should have been less involved instead of more. You see what I'm saying? You carefully examined how you may or may not have contributed to this, and you have come to the conclusion that it's not your fault. You didn't keep this dynamic waiting. You were not the one who failed to take action, but you did want to seem to make sure that it wasn't your fault either. It's interesting. Let's see that Six of Swords. Show me that Six of Swords. I'm sorry, it's so vague, but at the same time, it's rather specific, isn't it? Let's see that Six of Swords. Show me that Six of Swords. Show me that Six of Swords. Yeah, it's like this situation. I keep waiting on it and waiting on it. And how have I played into that? Should I have been more confrontational or less? I just know I'm kind of tired in my heart about this particular subject. Six of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands. You are just actively moving away from this. It's non-participation. Whatever this is, you have concluded Six of Swords. This is not my business. It's not my business to participate in it. You seem to have known that. Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Swords. It's a particular truth, and you're saying it's not my truth to execute. So, whatever this is, you have determined your role in this is concluded, and however you may have been helping or hindering the situation is also exited. Okay? But you're saying it's not my... It feels like a family dynamic type thing. Let's say for context, let's say you have brothers and sisters, and let's say you have like, I don't know, parents that need additional assistance or something like that. Let's say they're elderly, and it's like there's that one sibling who always says they're going to do their part, 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 and they never do. They never do. It's like, oh, I'll do this next week, and then the other siblings always have to pick up that person's slack, and they never follow through in their agreement. And it's like, you don't really demonstrate that you care. The Knight of Cups is in reverse, and we're always waiting on you to take action in a situation that we all said was fair, but it's clearly not. See what I'm saying? So I see that investment right here in the family dynamic, and you say that's a good thing, and it is. But there's a part of you that's emotionally drained by it. Cool. You took some time with yourself to understand why and how to address it specifically, so it wasn't just you. It was the situation. You have concluded that within that Ten of Cups, while you are being practical and proactive, there is resistance there. You want to know where it's coming from. Is it just me? Or is it this situation? And I can see what your conclusion is. And you're like, you know what? I'm kind of done bailing you out or defending you. This is your portion. You need to deal with it. So you have taken a hands-off approach. In this respect, I have to agree. I do. You can't carry the weight of everyone else. And you can't ask others to. If somebody agreed to do this bit and they haven't, that's their portion to deal with. You know? And I agree, that was more than enough time for this person to fulfill whatever it is that they're being designated with action and false expression. You said you would take care of this, and you're not. We've been waiting forever. It's not fair, bro. It's not fair, sis. You see, I'm just trying to use an example, but you take it as it fits, yeah? Okay. And I completely agree with your decision. There's sometimes you just have to let people fall on their ass. And it's really difficult. That's why I think you pulled yourself aside, is because this does seem to be a family dynamic. And why you had to talk about this. And it's a growing concern, as it should be. There seems to be a sense of responsibility here and someone failing in that sense of responsibility, and you wondered what your part was it in? Or is it your part to take it over at all? The answer is no. I completely agree with you on this. Again, sometimes, even when it's family, especially when it's family, sometimes they just gotta fall on their ass. You know? Do not say what you do not mean, because we were relying on you to make this, or part of this, a fair situation. I don't know, honey. It could be that someone is asking you to fill in and something they agreed to do, and it's like, I was relying on you to fulfill this part. That's why you said you take it. And now you're asking me to step in. And you're like, how many times has this happened? Do you see what I'm saying? That's where I'm going with this. That's what it feels like to me, and that's also what I'm seeing here today. Let's see that Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Sun. You're working through this, and having left this behind, it's the silent treatment. It looks like to me you're just refusing to engage. I do not see this as a love story, guys. I really don't. It's very specific within a family context. And yes, it could be spousal for that reason, 100%. Spouses, kids, they're a part of that Ten of Cups too. But the more you don't engage in this, the better you feel. 100%. That's how you know the decision is correct. So look at that. Look at that. You put no work into this, and you're like, that feels better. So you actively withdrew your participation, any sort of nudging, pushing, or trying to counter-correct someone else's lack of action. No participation, guys. And oh boy, don't you feel better. Yes, you feel relieved because you're like, I need to take care of me too. I can't be running around after whoever, either cleaning up their mess or encouraging them to deal with it. Either way, it takes time, energy, and effort. And I can tell that you were someone who is used to responsibility, and somebody told you you can expect responsibility over a situation and they're failing to meet it. So I completely agree with you. I want you to exit that shit. You don't have to be F you. You don't have to do that. Just don't participate. That's it. I really need you to do this. No, you don't. Don't answer the phone. You already know what's gonna. You already know. You already know. Don't respond. When you don't respond, people have nothing to work with. Except what they said that they would do. You know? So just don't respond in this situation. I completely agree with your conclusion. Don't put any work into it. You'll feel better. Yeah, there you go. That was very specific today. It's kind of a refresher. I appreciate that. You know, mature woman. Some of you might identify as the mature woman. Like this is, you're kind of always in that task of, for some of you, you identify as the role of the constant caregiver. And you're like, I really needed you to do whatever. Or you always feel like it's your responsibility to take care of others, but you're like, not in this respect. Nope. Nope. This is your bit. You deal with it. Or it could be that there is a mature woman influence in all this. Okay. But yeah. Okay. And there's the Sun. There's that. Yeah, as I said, you feel a lot better when you don't participate. Okay? That's what it seems to be here. Yeah, you do feel a lot better. Don't participate, honey. Don't. Yeah, and despair. I know somebody's upset because you're refusing to let them go back on their word. You're refusing to let them go back on their action. I just refuse to participate, and somebody thinks that this is an impossible thing. Well, I don't know about all that mazed and confused. They're saying they're overwhelmed with responsibility. They don't know what to do. Then I don't know why they agreed to do it or volunteered to do it. You know, I can tell your experience, but it's kind of like I bit off more than I could chew here, and now I'm confused, and I don't know what to do. Please help me. And you're like, this was yours. This is all, and I'm tired of nudging you to get you to do what you agreed to. Just do it. Something like that. On the distant horizon. Yeah, for some of you, this is going to come into play over the holidays. It hasn't happened just yet. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh. No. There you go, boo-boo. No. Communicate clearly. And that's what I would say. No, I'm not going to pick this up for you. You communicated to me that you would do this. And I'm kind of tired of picking up after you. Just not this time, not today. I had made other plans, whatever it is say no and communicate that clearly. But the Leo I'm looking at, you're just like, Or that could be what the Ace of Swords is. That could be your clear communication of no. 7 of Swords, backing out of that. 7 of Wands, I'm defending that position. 6 of Swords, I'm not going to participate. You know? That's really straightforward, honey. You got a plan, stick to it. I think you assumed a great deal of responsibility when you went to a withdrawal period to kind of sort out your thoughts. That kind of tells me how used to responsibility you are. That's why I give you full marks at the opening. You are used to a certain level of responsibility, particularly examining your contribution, your action, or lack thereof. And is it your role? Is it your place? And so that's always the marker to me of someone who is used to being responsible. And that responsibility was supposed to temporarily be relieved by someone else. That's what they agreed to. They're not used to it at the level that you are. Trying to find reasons to back out or not make good on it. Too late, Charlie. You know? Just refuse to participate. I have to agree on this respect. Okay, Leo, honey. I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well.